I do want to just touch a little bit on the writer's strike here. There's a lot of fixity when we look at this chart. The full moon is on Saturn. So there's a sense of holding out for progress. Aquarius is progress. Saturn is a stubborn placement for Saturn. Fate, there is a sense of fate intervening, the sense of optimism that comes from holding the line, that holding the line itself will produce meaningful and fruitful results. This is Jupiter squaring Saturn, the full moon activating that square. But there is also some struggle to keep the faith, and it's not small. Like there's going to need to be some rallies to keep people's faith and hope alive here. And it's, it's not just the writers, it's not just the actors, it's so many people in the community. There could be some feelings of disillusionment, disappointment. This is the new moon, and I wanted to use this because it does hold more possibility of a sudden serendipitous change disruption that begins a new chapter in this process. The new moon is very closely trine Uranus in the chart of the guild. And Venus retrograde will trine the sun of the guild on August 23rd to September 16th. There may be some good news once we get into that last week of August, first 2 weeks of September. If there's any re-engagement on terms that happen in August and early September, that would be the time I would say, let's watch those dates, August 23rd to September 16th. Just 2 days before the Venus Cazimi on August 13th. So while I don't see things being resolved in August, I do feel like there may be opportunities to re-engage and opportunities for optimism, while also needing a lot of bit of hand holding within the membership, that things are, there needs to be a lot of communication, because it does feel like there's a lot of despair that starts to build. So here's the Pisces full moon. Now, this is the one where it feels fated, because we have that full moon right on the north node of the guild chart. So something significant and fated is tied to that date. This one takes place with Venus and Mercury both retrograde. Re-engaged conversations seem likely around this time. Venus is stationing so closely to a trine with the sun of the guild. Again, another opening is possible here. Mercury will also station direct conjunct the guild's south node. That's another pivotal moment. The Mercury on the south node. So by the time we get to September 15th, so this isn't, fast. It's not fast, but it does feel like step by step, there is some crawling back to the table with some opportunities to re-engage. And maybe by that mid-October period, we're reaching some kind of conclusion. The full moon may be the end of a chapter in this strike. So when I saw, there was another period when I said we're entering a new chapter of the strike. What ended up being the new chapter was SAG joined the strike. This is another chapter as well. This is a marker of some kind, where there's sort of like, there's no going back. The die is cast, and there's some kind of clarification around the limits of what is possible, being very clear around this full moon. Like the terms, the limits are being clear. And so then if the limits are clear, there may need to be compromises.